Late winter into spring, the weather can get quite active and not always as warm as we would like it to be. So your first alert for this weekend for below average temperatures. We are only in the low 40s each day, and with gusty winds, it'll feel even colder. Tomorrow, we have to deal with a wintry mix in the morning. Then in the afternoon, we'll get a little sun, and then it's kind of opposite day on Sunday. We start the day with dry weather, lots of sun, and then we finish the day with rain. So there's a lot going on this weekend. Want to be sure you've got that 19 First Alert weather app ready to go. Right now, if you were to open up your app, it would show you a ton of sun. We're really not tracking a ton of cloud cover out there today. Temperatures obviously a little cooler than we would like them to be, but this is actually where we should be for this time of the year. Upper 40s in most communities, couple of low 40s out there. Should be a little bit warmer once we get to this time next week, but in the short term, we kind of have to settle into this cooler pattern. We're going to be dry for any evening plans that you have, but I'm expecting a lot more cloud cover overnight. Still going to be really windy overnight and actually somewhat milder this evening, despite the fact that it's been a cool day. Temperatures in the 40s all night tonight, so we're not going to be dropping into the 30s in most areas. Walk you through that first weekend of spring coming up in my First Alert forecast. Spring began yesterday morning, but it really has not felt like it at all this week. I mean, it did earlier in the week, right? The last day of winter was amazing, but since then and kind of going forward, we're in this chilly and somewhat damp pattern, especially this weekend. I'm going to walk you through it on Future View. So first thing tomorrow morning, we are going to have a cold front coming through, so a few spotty or scattered showers with that. A little snow may mix in at times, but that's a little bit more likely later in the morning because temperatures are going to be falling. We're actually going to start the day in the 40s, but then in the afternoon we're going to drop into the 30s. So temperatures going in the wrong direction tomorrow, especially in the afternoon. It'll be really windy, so it'll feel even colder than that. A few spotty snow showers before mid-afternoon. And then look, I do think we see some clearing out there, especially away from the snow belt. Continued clearing Saturday night, but with that clearing comes colder temperatures. We are in the low 20s on Sunday morning. Now, Sunday is the opposite from Saturday. We're actually going to start the day Sunday on a dry note. A lot of sun to start, but clouds will increase, and then we've got rain coming in late afternoon. This may start briefly as a little wintry mix, but most of this is going to end up being rain. You can see that rain sticks around through the late afternoon and into the evening as well. Going to be pretty damp out there Sunday night, and the whole pattern going forward, at least until very late next week, is a lot cooler than average. Typical high for the next several days is right around 50, depending on where you live. We are only in the 40s this weekend, and Saturday's 45, by the way, happens in the morning. In the afternoon, it's going to feel like it's in the 20s, and the air temperature will be in the 30s. Early next week, we are back in the low 40s. Unfortunately, yes, these are high temperatures. 45 Monday, 42 on Tuesday. That's like where our low temperature is tonight. So enjoy this kind of a little bit warmer weather, a little bit, not much, but we'll take what we can get. 40 tonight. It's going to be windy out there, but we're dry. I would expect increasing clouds tonight, but these clouds won't produce any rain. Again, we are going to stay dry. 7-day, well, most of it is pretty chilly. Honestly, this is not my favorite 7 day.